I'm going to work with Scorsese and Leo and Bob De Niro.
Yes, I saw. Congratulations. That's so
Thank you.
exciting.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrity comebacks of 2021.
All the lawyers and doctors and people analyzing me every day and all that kind of stuff. Like, if that wasn't there, I'd feel so liberated.
For this list, we'll be looking at past stars who returned to 2021 in a big way. Who were you glad to see return to the spotlight? Who would you like to see come back in 2022? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Steve Martin. One of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time, Steve Martin became a popular host on Saturday Night Live in the 1970s.
Live from New York. Line.
He went on to become a movie star in the 80s with hits like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
What?
However, Martin took a step back from acting and began focusing on his music and writing career in the late 2000s. Thankfully, Martin returned to our screens in 2021 with Hulu's Only Murders in the Building, a mystery comedy series starring himself, Selena Gomez, and his good friend, Martin Short.
We don't know him.
We're neighbors in the building. We live in the building.
So you don't know him?
Just in passing.
Not his past.
No, yes, when we pass by.
Before he passed.
We get to see more of this comedic genius in the future as the show was renewed for a second season.
Any comments?
Oh yeah, Charles Hayden Savage is it's good. It's a good, nice comment.
It's good?
Number 9, William Zabka. In the 1980s, Zabka became public enemy number 1 as Johnny Lawrence in The Karate Kid.
How about you, hero? You have enough?
Despite playing the bad guy, Zabka's popularity skyrocketed, leading to roles in other films like Just One of the Guys and Back to School.
Get this, towel boy. No matter what you think, you will always be a crude, obnoxious, nouveau riche little flebe.
Due to his desire to become a filmmaker, Zabka acted in mostly independent films throughout the 90s and 2000s, although he also had a notable guest stint on How I Met Your Mother. All that changed with Cobra Kai, which made a new generation fall in love with the rivalry between Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. The bad boy is back.
This guy really had it in for me.
Yeah, well, you did move in on my girl.
Well, she actually wasn't really your girl anymore, was she?
Number 8, Eddie Murphy.
This is how you answer a door in my neighborhood.
There are stars, and then there are superstars. As the most popular cast member on SNL for the first half of the 1980s, comedic icon Eddie Murphy became a certified movie star with hits like Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, and The Nutty Professor. After an Oscar nomination for Dreamgirls, Murphy took a break from acting, citing fatherhood as a reason for stepping away. Thankfully, Murphy has come back into our lives starting with 2019's Dolomite Is My Name and later 2021's Coming to America.
I've come back for my son and have him take his rightful place on the throne.
Ain't nothing happening. Zamunda, Wakanda, Connecticut, I don't know where you from.
Hopefully, Eddie decides to stick around longer and make Beverly Hills Cop 4.
You're not supposed to make a movie for the 5 square blocks of people you know.
Well, that's fine with me. Because every city in America got them same 5 blocks.
Number 7, Rachel Lee Cook. As one of the most famous teen stars of the 90s, Rachel Lee Cook was on top of the world when she went from a small supporting actress to the girl next door in her breakout role She's All That. The starring role opposite Freddie Prinze Jr. catapulted Cook's popularity to new heights, and she landed the lead in Josie and the Pussycats.
Of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be? I have the #1 single in the country. You two, on the other hand, should maybe be a little worried.
Cook's hot run was short-lived as she began to star in lesser-known direct-to-video films and Hallmark specials. But in a world of remakes, the actress's most beloved film was reimagined as He's All That, with Cook playing Addison Rae's mother.
Breakups are hard. I was humiliated.
You're going viral in the wrong way.
It will get better.
Thank you, Netflix.
I like to say that Lainey would probably be busy moving her family out of Portland because it's just too commercial now.
Number 6, Miranda Cosgrove.
Memory all alone in the moonlight.
Stop.
Okay, good.
The young and ambitious kid in School of Rock went on to become a Nickelodeon star. After appearing in the musical comedy, Cosgrove landed the pivotal role of Megan, the mischievous little sister in the show Drake and Josh.
I need you to bring me up the saw.
Why?
Because Drake forgot to cut the door out, so we're trapped in here.
Oh my god. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
This breakout part then led to her sitcom iCarly, which ran for 6 seasons. After the show's completion in 2012, Cosgrove's most noteworthy part for the next 8 years was the voice of Margot in the Despicable Me franchise.
Who are you texting?
No one, just my friend Avery.
Avery. Avery. Is it a girl's name or a boy's name?
However, nostalgia won again in 2021 with the reboot of iCarly for Paramount Plus, where Cosgrove's character continued to make her brother take part in ridiculous skits.
None of these products were tested on animals. Just one tiny little lucky infant.
Oh, I feel lucky.
Some things never change. Number 5, Drew Barrymore.
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
This young actress was destined for stardom after her appearance in E.T. the Extraterrestrial at the age of 7. She then became a box office queen in the 1990s, with roles in Scream, The Wedding Singer, and Never Been Kissed.
Don't teach me to wear white jeans after Labor Day.
I don't think you're supposed to wear white jeans after 1983.
After another string of hits in early 2000, Barrymore began to slowly step back from acting to focus on taking care of her kids. In 2021, the talented performer is now showing a more personal side of herself as a talk show host with The Drew Barrymore Show.
I love lasagna so much because no matter how you prepare it, the ingredients are just delicious, accessible, and affordable.
The show was renewed for a 2nd season, so her fun-loving personality is not going away anytime soon.
There's a company called Netflix that provides premium entertainment to people right in the comfort of their own home. They also pay me, so that's why we can have that house together.
Number 4, Ben Affleck. One of Boston's favorite sons became an A-list juggernaut in the 90s with his roles in Good Will Hunting and later Armageddon.
You know what the best part of my day is? For about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb when I get to your door. Because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there.
After a few career misses in the early 2000s, Affleck stormed back as both an actor and director with The Town and Argo, with the latter winning the Oscar for Best Picture.
Second checkpoint is immigration. You're each going to hand them one of these. It says that you landed in the country 2 days ago.
Still, things began to take a downward turn for Affleck in both his personal and professional life, culminating with his appearance as Batman in the much-maligned Justice League.
Well, I knew you didn't bring me back because you like me.
I don't. Not.
If there's anyone who can make a comeback, it's Affleck, who returned to prominence in 2021 with roles in The Last Duel and The Tender Bar.
And I'm gonna always tell you the truth. Your father is deadbeat. I'll take care of you. Teach you the male sciences.
However, for many, his greatest accomplishment this year was reuniting with his ex-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez. Number 3, Brendan Fraser. It's hard to comprehend how big of a star this actor was in the 1990s.
When lion press last.
After roles in Airheads and George of the Jungle, Brendan Fraser became a global sensation as Rick O'Connell in the Mummy trilogy.
Can you swim?
Of course I can swim if the occasion calls for it!
Trust me! It calls for it!
Unfortunately, his career began to decline post-Mummy due to depression and health issues. Fraser also believes he received backlash for speaking out against president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Philip Burke, who Fraser alleges sexually assaulted him in 2003. However, his career resurgence is underway thanks to roles in DC's Doom Patrol and No Sudden Move.
Crash and die, babe.
I love you too, honey.
We also have his upcoming roles in Killers of the Flower Moon and Batgirl to look forward to.
There are so many people out there who love you, and we're rooting for you, and we can't wait to see what you do next.
Shucks, ma'am.
Number 2, Adele. The Grammy-winning artist has been a staple in the music world since she burst onto the scene with her debut album, 19. The accolades continued to rack up with her subsequent albums 21 and 25, the first and fourth best-selling albums of the 21st century. Rolling in the Deep singer sat on top of the music world during her world tour in 2017, but damaged her vocal cords in 2018 and disappeared from the public eye for the next few years. The following year, she filed for divorce from her husband, Simon Konecki. Thankfully, Adele picked herself back up in 2021 as she turned her heartbreak into music with her latest album, 30. The world is a better place with Adele back in it. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Britney Spears. It's Britney. You know the next word.
In this case, it is not an exaggeration to say that the whole world is watching.
The Princess of Pop started her singing career at a young age as she released the smash single Baby One More Time as a teenager.
It's killing me. And I must confess, I still believe.
Spears followed that record up with Oops, I Did It Again, which became one of the fastest selling albums of all time. In front of the camera, the singer became an icon, but behind it, her world began to crumble.
Wait, let her go through at least. Give her some room to go through.
Spears was involuntarily placed into a conservatorship in 2008, which controlled all aspects of her life and prevented the star from making her own choices.
She's living the life of a busy pop singer, and yet we're also being told that she's at risk constantly.
This legal battle got the public's attention in 2019 and inspired the Free Britney movement. In November 2021, the conservatorship ended, and our favorite pop star is finally free. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.